Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Tarot card. These are your Daily Tarot cards for Thursday, October the 5th, 2023, Throne Thursday. Today we're pulling from the Game of Thrones Tarot cards. So we have the Two of Spears. You're a strong, independent individual, and I feel like you're looking to the future of like making plans. And I feel like there's a hesitation there, or it makes you upset to think about the future. Maybe you're like myself, where your kids are, talking more and more about college, and it's like they're your favorite people, and it's just like you're like hoping they'll stay close to home. But it's just like, as a parent, we always want to sit there and see our children grow and reach their dreams and their manifestations, you know what I mean? And where they, to lead a beautiful life. So, it's bittersweet, but I feel like, there's that hesitation there. You think too much in the future makes you kind of, excited, but sad at the same time. So it's bittersweet. So I feel like there's that hesitation there. But I feel like with determination and dedication, you will be the victor wearing the wreath. I feel like this Pentacle time, they're talking about the October 10th, October 26th, November 4th, these significant days. And I feel like they're saying, like, you will get to where you're trying to get to, because the universe is telling you you are the one pushing the wheel forward. And it's your determination that will lead. I feel like this is like to a really prosperous time. Dare I say the next, 5 magical years of your life. We have the Three of Cups, and I feel like celebration. I feel like this is someone that has already been married, or they're celebrating their engagement. I see formal attire, but not to the point where it's like a wedding, like, you know what I mean, where you go all out with like a ball gown and everything like that. They're really emphasizing on the groom here. But the way that it, like, it may be like like in a colder time of the year, because of like the bride has a shawl over her shoulders and stuff like that. So stuff like that, you know what I mean, where it's just like maybe it's cooler. Like I said to Shane, we should get married in the winter, because he does run hotter, and it's like, at least if he's wearing a tux, if we did decide to go that route, because we always said we'd probably go to like City Hall and get married, and then like have like a dinner for the family. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, Shane doesn't dance or anything like that, so it's more so for like the family doing that kind of thing. So it wasn't a huge deal to us, but I feel like celebration, I feel like a lot more celebration is coming in. I feel like in this change and transformation, one thing that resonated with me when I was filming our posting this morning was this healer came on. They were talking about adding to the family. They said one or two, adding to the family. And one thing that they, Spirit had reminded me is like fur babies. So we sat there, and we had already talked to someone about getting this dog, which was Odin. And I did one of those Facebook puzzles before, our Facebook quizzes before they started like hacking your account and everything. So it said that we were going to add to the family that Christmas, and I started chuckling to myself, and I showed Shane. And, he laughed because he knew we were getting Odin. So it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like in that way, maybe, if someone comes into your life and they have animals, or this is like you're moving, I feel like you're getting a letter soon about regarding that. And it's like, you're able to have more animals in the family. Like with us, like our landlord is really good. They're just like about one animal, which I understand. They don't want to destroy the units, but they're like one animal, like one fish, one bird, like not one of each, but one period. Like you have a fish, that's all you have, which I understand, so that way they can keep track of like, who's in the house and how many pets you have and what kind of damage it could be caused, you know what I mean? Because honestly, we've had the best neighbors. We have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Coins. I feel like this is a yes, but I also feel like, unconditional love. There's the dinner celebration. We are in Chicago about, feasts and celebrations in that way. But I feel like your cup is about to run over, not only once, but multiple times fold. And I feel like this is going to be a continued thing. And you're just like, oh my gosh, like, wow, like, this is all coming forward. And I feel like this is like we learn to manifest. This is something I keep repeating, watching our verbiage. Like I remember I was like, oh, I want neighbors, because I thought I would, it give me an opportunity to be social and have friends and everything. And I'm just like, oh, I don't like people as much as I thought I used to, like I did in my 20s or when I was a teenager. It's just like, the more people that are around, there's just more problems. And then it's just a lot of nonsense. They're saying disparaging, but I feel like this is where universe is just like, like this is where they tell us to watch our words. So like, asking to move, with no harm to none, no hard lessons, no hardships, just easy transition. This is, you got this, so pack up and move, and that's that. Like, easy peasy lemon squeezy with, a safe neighborhood, nice neighbors, you know what I mean? If I could be on an end unit, where it's just like away from people, like that'd be great. So, we'll see what happens. I know it's coming. They said that they were protecting us, which I totally understand, what's coming up. So it's just like, sit there and, watch the way you manifest things, because I was like, oh, I want neighbors. Oh, good Lord. Last night was a treat. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like this is where universe is like, watch how you manifest things. And we learn to ask our guardian angels and our ancestors, our past loved ones. It's just like, whoever we resonate and feel closest to, it's like sit there and learn how to ask them to assist us. And watch how you say it with no harm to none, and like, a safe, no trauma or, hardship or lesson to go with it. It's just like an easy, it's like, hey, this is an opportunity for you. You want to enjoy it. Here you go. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is where, we're starting to bring more things in because we're learning how to, they're saying cope. But, like, even when I go through things, I'm like, I always see, like, you've been through the hardest thing, which is losing my dad and Shane. So it's just like, you know what I mean? And I keep telling myself, you know what I mean? It's just like, we will get through this. I was watching Barbara O'Neill when she was in front of a tribunal because she was teaching people how to heal themselves with the sodium wraps from cancer. And they were trying to revoke her license because they wanted to know who taught that because, she's like, they're like, what about doing chemotherapy and the wraps? And she's like, it's like cutting your arm off and putting a Band-Aid on, So, they didn't like that. They didn't appreciate that, So thankfully where she is, they can't prosecute her or anything like that because, they have no jurisdiction where she lives. So, she just sat there and went on with her day. But it's just like, she's teaching us how to heal naturally, instead of poisoning ourselves. Even Beth Chapman was doing the same thing. She went all the way to Jerusalem to sit there and look for different, treatments because she was just like, this ain't healing me, They're saying she was on to something. But it's just like, it makes me sad that they're trying to silence her. I feel like use your best judgment, on what you're being guided towards. But, castor oil and the wild yams cream, that's just like, she's changed my life. So I have nothing bad to say about her. I love her energy. I think she's very wise, So it's unfortunate, but anytime you're trying to do good in this world, you always get that kind of pushback, that retaliation. But I feel like it's just like watching the way you word things, watch what you do, what you say, what you feel, watch your shadow side. I definitely feel shadow a little bit more heavier as we're going through to the waning crescent. So just be mindful of that as you move forward. I know we have an eclipse coming up, but they're saying watch who you surround yourself with. Those are the energies you're going to be picking up on. So it's just, I feel like sometimes they say that the energy you're feeling is not really your energy. Sometimes it's the people around you, So be mindful of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Thursday, October 5th, 2023. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.